The protest was mostly like on impulse. When I found out it was happening, I was like, okay, yes, this is happening. I want to be a part of this. There was this meeting this morning at 8:30. I think it was mostly for POC students to come in and talk to Mr. Gross and discuss about something that happened over the weekend. We felt like they weren't listening to us. They were listening, but we weren't being heard.
Okay, we have to do something. Like, we're not being heard. So if we have to march around the school for them to understand that we're not playing, then that's what we did.
The reason we did this is because there was a lack of action. I was hoping that people who weren't a part of the protest, like mostly just viewing it, didn't view it as something negative. And I'm pretty sure most of them did because it was labeled as aggressive and destructive and violent. They were listening. All they heard were our screams. They didn't hear the words themselves. And they weren't hearing the pain behind the words. And they weren't hearing the intent of the words. All they heard was noise.
I want them to fire the racist teachers and actually give us a justice minister.
I would love to see no more racism, basically. I'm just trying to see what's unfold because it's really cool to see the students just stand up for their rights. We get where they're coming from. We just want everybody to feel included.
It takes a mental toll. It's mentally exhausting. Not wanting to come to school because you feel like you're targeted. It really caused me a mental exhaustion. I literally had a panic attack because of this, because I'm literally exhausted.
What would it look like if you felt like you were actually heard?
When we went back to Little Theater, I guess they called people from the district, hired them to come talk to us, and that's where a lot of people shared their stories.
So we need to talk about leads and actions that we want to take, specific tangible things we can do to prevent this from happening. But while they share the rest of their testimonies, I encourage everybody to think about what do you know, what can you input.
I just want you to respect me as a human being, and I think that too many of us have been hurt, and I don't want everyone else to deal with this.
So don't act like you're alone, because you are not alone. We're all in this together. I promise. Yeah!
It felt like a gathering, like people who I can relate to. It's bad that we all share the same experiences, but it made me feel great that I'm not alone.
I feel like the protest kind of helped. There was some people who said, oh, it was disruptive. And I apologize to anyone who felt like their class was disrupted or anything, but we did what we felt like was right in the moment. I don't think the protest caused any harm. I think we just wanted to be heard. I would like more teachers just to support their black students, not to try to belittle them. I feel like black people in the school just want to be normal, or feel at least normal. I don't really know what normal is, but we just want to be heard and accepted.
I hope we can do something about this. I don't want this to be a one-time thing. And I want you to show that you care by taking action.
Right now the focus is on actionable steps. And the three where we are right now is number one, we had a Black Student Union last year at Iowa City West, but we're reestablishing the Black Student Union, so I think that's going to be really important. They're actually going to have their first meeting next Friday. So if you're a student who identifies as being black, be on the lookout for an invitation for that. Number two, the establishment of an equity council. Anyway, it will be a body of students and staff that will meet together on a regular basis to discuss issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And then third is to have regular restorative circle discussions between myself, other administrators, and black student leaders here in our school building, so that we can have open and honest dialogue about the issues that we're facing and again, coming up with solutions on how to address them.